Figured I'd go to YouTube and play the little intro video for them. As you can guess, we're talking about Power Rangers today. And these are Super 7 figures. We got Goldar over here, and then we got the Green Power Ranger. I'm going to go over both of them. This isn't my typical things I collect. I'm not really a big, huge Power Ranger fan. I was back, I feel like it was like 93, 92, 94, somewhere around there. A couple years. I was big into them when they first came out. I was like kindergarten and first grade and stuff like that. Like this was the thing for me at that time. I remember being on recess at school, and I would pretend to be Goldar, and then my friend Josh was his name. He would be one of the Power Rangers, and we'd be battling each other. I was always the bad guy because Goldar was my guy. You know what I mean? That's the shit right there. Even though he was kind of goofy, stupid, villain on the show, but yeah, Goldar is the guy, man. I don't know what anybody else says. Screw it, Goldar, the man. The flying, I don't know, what is he, a monkey or something? A cat? I don't know. What is Goldar? I don't really know. But I always thought of him as like, when I was a kid, I was always thinking he was like one of the monkeys from Wizard of Oz or something, the flying little monkeys. But I don't think that's quite what he is. Because what it looks like here, he looks more like a cat or something, right? I don't know. Does he even have is he even, anything? Is he an animal? Is he just a beast? What is he? Is he like some kind of Egyptian thing going on with him? Kind of looks like a pharaoh, one of them Egyptian cats. I don't know. Who freaking knows, guys? I don't know. But enough about me rambling about nonsense. But anyways, yeah, Super 7 makes these guys. We'll go look in here. Just the normal the box that they usually give us. Just says Ultimates on the top. On the back, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Nothing spectacular. Just the normal you expect from Super 7. I mean, they're nice. They did a nice little emblems on the front and the electricity design. The green looks pretty cool. So, anyways, that's enough about the intro here. Let's open these guys up. Well, take the sleeves off at least, and we'll get into looking at the figures a little bit closer. All right, guys. So here they are out of their sleeves. First impressions, they don't look too bad. I feel like Goldar looks a little boxy, but maybe it's just him actually in the box, how they have him set up in there. He looks a little awkward, a little misshapen maybe. I don't know. That was my first outlook on this. I was like, he looks a little weird, but I think he looks good. I think his face looks good. His gear looks good. And like I said, I'm not a huge Power Rangers nerd or anything. Like, I don't know a lot about Power Rangers, so that's why I said this guy. I thought he was like a monkey or a cat or something. I really don't know. I'm sure somebody has like the whole backstory. But I just remember him having wings and flying. You know what I mean? I remember him being kind of goofy, but it was my favorite villain back in the day for Power Rangers. But yeah, first impression. I can't really tell you what half this stuff is. That looks like the Power Ranger morphers, right? I don't know why he has them. I don't remember. But they're in his box. You got the alternative head in here. Honestly, I don't even know what half this stuff's called. I can't remember. It's been a million years. And then we got the Green Ranger over here. He's got two different heads to put on him. And, you got his little... I remember that dagger is what he used to call his Megazord, or I don't know what it was called, Tyrannosaur, or... I don't remember the specific name. Sorry, guys. But you know what I'm talking about. But they call his like Tyrannosaurus Rex looking Zord. Some more weapons of his sword in there. Different stuff. Same thing with him. Like he looks, I don't know. It looks like he's kind of bent over. I don't know. We'll see once we get him out of the box. But yeah, my first impression of these two, they look a little awkward in the boxes. So I'm hoping they look better when we get them out. So let's do that now. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to show you the back of these boxes, so before I open them up, I was like, I better show you, but it's just a picture of Goldar, looks like he's laughing or whatever, and it just tells you the description there. I'm not going to read all of it, but maybe it explains what he is. This is evil space aliens, okay, but the Putty Patrol, and then you got the Green Ranger over here, looking like the Green Ranger does, and then it tells his little biography. Yeah, I don't think the Green Ranger was in. Was he in the first season? Maybe towards the end of it, but he was like the kind of like the black or the black sheep, right? He was kind of like the wolf of the group. He was out alone, you know. But and the Dino Megazord, does it not have a name? I'm trying to read that a little bit, and I'm like, was able to defeat the Power Rangers and the Dino Megazord single-handedly. It took the combined strength of all 5 Power Rangers to break Rita Pulse's spell. The free will returned. The Green Ranger could join the other Power Rangers. Okay, well, he was an excellent addition to the team. The Dragon Dagger, the Mighty Dragon Zord. Is that what it's just called, the Dragon Zord? I don't know, guys. I had to read a little bit of that because I don't remember a lot of things. And I forgot he was under the spell of the evil Rita Repulsa or whatever. That's another good one now. I might get that figure too. We'll see what these guys are looking like first. All right, guys. So here's Goldar out of the box. And I said when he was in the box, he looked kind of boxy. He still has a little bit to him, but I like him much better outside the box. I think it's just this chest plate he's got going on here made him look kind of square. But, you know, getting him out, he looks a lot better, I guess. Let's get a look at his face here. You see the little indentions around his eyes. You see his nice sharp teeth. Looks pretty good. Might be a little bit of paint rub. Looks like a little bit of blue paint on the teeth. But, you know, sometimes that happens, I guess. But you see the nice wrinkles on his face. They did a pretty good job on this guy. I think he looks pretty good. I think that head sculpt's pretty nice. He got his little, I don't know, I call this a pharaoh crown-like type deal, but his little helmet he has on there, he's got his, I guess that's his hair, right? And then he got his shoulder pads, which I thought would be, you know, it's going to make it a little bit difficult probably to do some articulating with the arms, but, you know, you ain't going to be able to get it all the way up because they're there, but you'll definitely be able to get them in some Goldar-looking poses. So that's a plus. He's a lot looser. I mean, he stands up fine. He doesn't fall over. I haven't had any issues with him falling over. He has big, bulky feet, so maybe that's why. But he's a lot looser than I thought. Because usually when you get these guys out of the box brand new, you know, especially, like, I've only really messed with the turtle figures from Super 7. But, yeah, he's pretty loose. I don't know if this is just my figure or if this is everybody's. But, yeah, he's got it. Like, you can see, like, the crunch there. Go down that far, back that much. He can twist all the way around if you wanted. So that's great. Don't know why, but there you go. There's that. His head. If I can get the rest of it, like I said, he's a little loose. But his head's a little bit stiffer than the rest. But tip it to the side. Oh, his hair got stuck on his armor there. To the side. You can look up. Not much. Look down a little bit. Not much going back there, but that's about as good as you're getting that. His legs, same deal. They're pretty much articulated like all the Super 7 figures I see. You figured this leg guard or whatever you want to call it might get in the way there. But yeah, he can kick out pretty far. Give you a big boot. You can do the splits. There's that in the foot, the knee, twist around right there. Yeah, so he's got some articulation. You know, what you expect, like I said, this is pretty much what I expect from all Super 7 figures. He looks good. Like I said, this one's a little loose, though. I don't know about that. I mean, it's not too loose. Like, he's not, you know, Gumby or anything. I don't know how to describe it. He's not just like, you know, limbs falling off or anything. But yeah, he's not bad, man. You know, he's 50. I paid the full price for this guy. It was like $55 from Entertainment Earth. I always like to wait, but I jumped the gun on this because I really wanted to get Goldar, and the Green Ranger is my favorite, so I just jumped the gun. I'll wait for the other ones probably if I'm going to continue with these guys. I'm not really a Power Ranger collector. I had to have Goldar, had to have the Green Ranger. Yeah, I was looking at the tail here. It is softer. Like, you could probably take this off, but I don't think it comes off. I don't think that's natural. It looks like there might be a little crack in mine right there. I don't know how well you can see that. But I don't think you can take this tail out. I don't want to force it. but it feels like you could maybe, move it around a little bit, but whatever. It's staying there. And like I said, these are his little, they're like where his wings go. I'm not sure what these are called, but they're like little spikes on his back. I think they just pop off like that. And then we'll put his wings, which are right here. Beautiful wings in here. I'm not sure what kind of articulation these things are gonna have, but we're gonna find out. They probably go out a little bit, I would think. Okay, so the wings, you're not gonna be able to do a whole lot. They're gonna be able to come out like that. I mean, that's pretty much what you need, right? And then you can push them back a little bit like that. So yeah, not a whole lot you can do with the wings. They can come out that much. There is the little joint on them back there. So yeah, not bad. I mean, you can put them down. Not a whole lot you can do, but make sure they stay in this little loose there. But yeah, I mean, the wings are what they are. They're not bad. They look all right. You're gonna have to, I feel like if you're gonna get Goldar, you're gonna have to display them with the wings, man, because that's like one of the, I think that might have been one of the reasons I liked him, because he had those big ass wings. He was like gold. You call him Goldar. He just looked badass. But can he stand up well with the wings? Let's hope. Okay. Yeah, so $55 for this guy. I mean, if you really have to have him, I don't think he's not worth it. Oh, he's about to tumble over. Too much weight. Let's hopefully, maybe I just need to sit him better. Let's stay. But like I was saying, I think he looks good. I think that head sculpt's pretty nice. Let's take a look at his little accessories he has with him. And then we'll judge what we think about the price point and everything. But yeah, he comes with, it'd be all together 4 sets of hands. These would be the right. These would be the left. So you got some open hands, closed hands going on there. Red and gold. So yeah, nothing too fancy about hands. Can't really go into much detail with them. They don't move, or fingers don't move. They're solid pieces. But yeah, so he's got all together. So he's got two hands on, and he's got 3 extra pairs. So he's got 4 hand sets all together. Not bad. Like, so we already looked at the wings. These were little shoulder things on his back. I don't know if you want to get a closer look at those. This head sculpt with his open mouth, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I like both of them. So we look at this head sculpt just with his mouth closed, and then you got the one with his mouth open. I don't know. I think that one's a little bit more intimidating, so I might go with the mouth open look on this figure. Got the spikes in the back. I don't know if the other one had, yeah, the other one had spikes back there too. So yeah, same helmet, everything's the same, just the mouth's open. The hair's exactly, or whatever this is, his mane with the spikes is all there. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool looking head. I think the other one has some blue on the teeth, some rub off, but I don't really see that on this figure, so that's cool. So definitely probably going to use this head sculpt to display him. This I thought was pretty cool. This is a little chest box with the Power Ranger morphers in there. I think that's what those are. Pretty sure. You can see the little design in there. There's a Sabretooth, the Mammoth, the Triceratops, the Mammoth. All those are in there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good memory, guys, of Power Rangers. Sorry, but I know these are definitely like the morphers. I just don't remember everything, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm probably not the best guy to talk about Power Rangers, but I do, at one point, this is definitely nostalgia to me when I was a little kid. But I haven't seen it since I was a little kid, so that might be the problem. I didn't go back and watch it. But yeah, I think the cool design, man. Cool design. I like it. Cool little accessory here. And then you got his mighty, well, if we can get there we go. Got his mighty sword here. Looking pretty badass, I have to say. So yeah, those are his accessories. That's what he comes with. So we got Goldar here. I'll switch out his head and, pose him in a few pics at the end of this, and I'll add those at the end of the video just to say it. But let's move on to the Green Ranger and see what he's looking like. Okay, guys, before we move on to the Green Ranger, I did forget some accessories here. These little, I don't know, there's some type of discs or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know what these are, but these also did come with Goldar. So I don't know. I don't know. Looks like there's a total of 5 of them. I was thinking maybe these were like the things they throw down for the putty people, but I'm not going to say that's what they are because I don't remember. Next time, when I'm doing something I haven't, when I'm reviewing something I haven't watched in a while, I'll have to go back and do some research to remind myself, refreshing what certain things are. But yeah, it comes with these little discs too. Just wanted to get that out there before we get into the Green Ranger. All right, guys, so here is the Green Ranger out of the box. Looking pretty good. When I was a kid, I did have the flip-top head Power Rangers, the ones where you just flip their head around and it would be like their human head, and then you flip it around and it'll be the Power Ranger helmet or whatever. And I kind of was hoping that these would be not like that, but I was hoping that the helmet would just be a helmet and you could just take it off, put it over the human head instead of have separate heads. But, it's nice to have, separate heads altogether, I guess. But I don't know, something about having like a helmet, you know what I mean? But I guess you could use this head as a helmet, just have, if you wanted them doing like a pose where they have the, holding the helmet in their arm or something. I guess you could do that still. But yeah, not a big deal. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty much what I expected. It looks just like the Green Ranger outfit. He does come with a different, I don't know if you call this a chest plate, chest guard thing. It's like a more metallic gold looking one. So I'll probably end up switching it out. I don't know if that's different styles because of different seasons. Maybe he had like this when he started and then he got the other one. My memory, like I said, guys, I do apologize. But he does have like his dagger holster right here to put his little dagger in there. Looks pretty good. Nothing to complain. I mean, looking at it, I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about it because it's not really anything bad to say. But it doesn't seem like this would be a $55 figure. Goldar, I could see because it just seems like there's a lot more to him. But this guy does come with a lot of accessories. He has 2 different head sculpts as well, a bunch of guns, a bunch of other things. So I guess $55 price tag. I still say these guys are still overpriced. I don't know. Goldar I can accept just because I feel like he has a lot more going. He's heavier. He's bigger. It's a lot more plastic. This guy's very kind of small, but not really. I mean, he's the size he's supposed to be. He's just not. I don't know. I feel like this would be like a $35 figure. But with all the accessories, I guess we could tack on an extra $10, $10, $15, $40, $45 would be what I'd probably go in for it at instead of $55 plus tax. But he is a lot stiffer than Goldar. As you can see, his arm's not as loose, but has all the same articulation as we expect. Let's see if we can get it going up any. Not really. It's a struggle. That's about as far up as we're getting. So yeah, a little struggle with the arm. The arms are very stiff, but they're going to move around like you want. You'll be able to pose them the way you need to. But his head looks up that much, looks down that much. You can twist it all the way around. So you got all that at least. Nothing's stopping that from happening. Oops, there went the boxes. But we're all right. We don't need to deal with the boxes right now. But you see his little belt buckle design, his little morpher. So that's pretty cool. They got that in there. Yeah, nothing really else to. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's the Green Ranger, guys. The articulation. We can get him to stay, maybe not. But yeah, it's just like you expect. So not a whole lot. If we can get maybe some karate kicks or something going on in here. As long as they can do like a ninja pose. I'll have to mess around with him, take some photos. But if we can get him some poses here. But I think you'll be able to work with this guy. I think we can work with him. Get into what we need to. But as you see, he has these arms right here, and they have like the gold band, as you can see, going all the way around. Well, he comes with a second set of arms without the gold bands. I think that's the only difference. So let's look at the accessories and go over those real quick. So yeah, here's the arms I'm talking about. He comes with 2 separate arms. The only difference, like I said, is they don't have the gold band around them. Everything else looks the same. I don't notice any other differences. But yeah, so 2 extra arms just so we get rid of those gold bands. Probably if you wanted to switch out the chest plates, it all matches. But we got that. Speaking of the chest plate, sparkly shininess. But you got this, which is what I'll probably put on him. But like I said, I'll put this stuff on and take a few photos at the end. That way it makes it a little bit easier to get through everything. But yeah, this is a cool looking. I like the metallic. I think this will look really good on him. So we'll see what it looks like in those pictures. But he comes with two swords, a dagger, 2 guns, a morpher. So let's look at the swords real quick. This one I like. I don't know what these are called. Like I said, I'm not a huge Power Ranger nerd, but it has a little tassel down here, and I think that's cool. I always like when they add different, little different fabrics. I mean, it's pretty. All it is a piece of string with it tied on the back here, but it still looks cool. I like that. I might just have him use this. I don't know what it's called. Don't know what it's for, but I'm assuming it's a sword. It looks like a sword. So, yeah, I like it, guys. I like it. I think it's cool. There's that one. And he comes with this beast of a sword. And like I said, I don't remember what this stuff's supposed to look like, if it's right on the show, or if there's something wrong with it. I do apologize. I didn't do my research for this video. I don't usually do research. I just go off my memory, and it's just not working for this. But anyways, you guys can judge for yourself if this is something you'd want. This is what you're going to get if you get this figure. Pretty cool looking sword. No, the tassel one's my favorite though. We got this gun. So, I'm not sure. I don't really remember them using guns too much, but I'm sure they had blasters or whatever they're called. But yeah, you got the little gun there. You got another little gun. Don't have no paint or anything, just a white gun here. Not as fancy. Here's my favorite. Here's his little dagger that calls I guess it's called the Dragon Zord. I just, I knew it was something like that. Dinozord, Dragon Zord, whatever. But yeah, he plays it like a flute or something, right? Or he blows in that, makes the noise, plays it like an instrument. But there's that cool looking dagger. I like it a lot. So we'll put that in his little holster. He comes with, I don't know if we'll be able to see this real well. He comes with his morpher, which it looks like he has one on his belt buckle. So I don't know if is this the one that goes on his hand, his wrist or something that they push. I'm not sure, but it does have the where you can grip it there. There's that. Let's get into one of the heads here. So here's just the Tommy, his just human head, the first season one, I believe. And you know what? I probably won't display it with this head. I think the head it's like the likeness is kind of there. But there's something going on there with the paint. But, man, why is it just looks kind of plain. Like it looks his eyebrows are very thick and dark. And then he has this very pale. I mean, I knew the guy wasn't suntanned or whatever. He wasn't putting spray tan on or whatever, but I don't know. Does it just looks a little pale to people? I mean, what do you guys think? Kind of pale looking, right? Maybe I'm just griping too much, but a little bit of paint rub or something right there. But yeah, there it is. There's one of them. He's got the green, I don't know, you call it a scrunchie or hairband or whatnot. But here's his other head if we don't get blurry here. And I don't remember this. I'm assuming this is when he was under the spell of the Repulsa one, the Rita Repulsa. because he just looks pretty damn evil. But I don't remember. He's got the darkening around the eyes, the green eyes. He just looks like he's pissed off at the world. This one has a little bit more character, man. And like, you look at this one and you look at this one, like, there's a little bit more going on with the evil looking Green Ranger than his like human kind of plain self. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't really gripe much about it. It looks all right, but I think I like this head better. But I don't know if I'd ever display him with that head. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. I mean, they're both good, I guess. Be a judge for yourself. What do you think? Too plain? But I do like this head. I do like this head. So we'll go with that. That's what he's got there. And just like Goldar, I'm not going to hold these up individually. Just going to be a pile of hands. But, yeah, he's got some open hands, closed hands. You know, he can hold his dagger, his gun, his sword. So, yeah, he's got 4 sets of hands as well. So, there you go. That's the Green Ranger. And if you want to compare the size, that's about right. That's about how tall Goldar would be to a Power Ranger, right? So they got that pretty good. I like that. But as you can see, like, you can expect Goldar, like, just like all that plastic, all that like big bulkiness, like you expect things like that to be a little bit more pricey. I'd pay $55, I think, for Goldar, just because he's heavy for one, and he's pretty light. But I don't know, all them accessories that the Green Ranger comes with, I think it's probably worth it, guys. I don't know. If you're a big fan of Power Rangers and you don't mind shelling out $55, I mean, it might be cheaper elsewhere, but Entertainment Earth is where I got these guys, and they were $55 there a piece. So I don't know if I'm going to get all the other. I mean, these are good. These aren't bad. I'm not gonna knock them, but I don't know. $55 is expensive for any figure. I'd probably pay that for Goldar because I feel like that's a whole lot of plastic. It's probably expensive to make. But the Green Ranger, I guess, with all the accessories. But if you can wait until they drop. See if they drop. I know the Green Ranger, well, Tommy, he's like the White Ranger that's supposed to come out next year. I don't know if it's like June next year, January next year. I'll have to double check. But he's already sold out. The other Power Rangers and stuff for pre-order are all still available. I think the ones that came out with them, I think the Yellow Ranger's out as well. And maybe the Putty is out. And I think they're still available. You can get them. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with this entire set. But they're pretty cool, man. I mean, if you're a big Power Ranger fan, I mean, honestly, Green Ranger was always my favorite. I know he just passed away. I think the end of last year. Sad. And Goldar was always my favorite villain. So that's part of the reason, because he passed away. And Super 7 makes some pretty cool looking figures. And I seen that these were coming out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my favorite. And I'm going to get my favorite villain. I do like Rita Repulsa. I like Lord Zed. I don't know if I will be getting them. But yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna get these, I'm gonna end up having to get all the Power Rangers. But anyways, guys, enough of me talking. Like I said, if you're a super fan, get them. $55 a piece. It may be cheaper elsewhere. Check those prices. Sometimes Amazon will get them for cheaper. But if you have to absolutely have them right now, I would say, big fan, get them. They seem great. But if you can wait, hold out for them to go on sale, hopefully they do, then I would do that. Try to get them for like $30. I think they're definitely worth $30. They might drop even in the 20s, like some of the Ninja Turtles from Super 7 are down to $28, $25 right now on Entertainment Earth. So maybe these will too. It's all depending on what people think. So here you go, guys. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you later.